Okay, just a quick read. This number 4, it says, one day in December 2015, three two-digit prime numbers, A, B, and C, were given to these three people that were on the ECC math team. So the way I'm going to put this over here, I'm going to say the number given to this guy is A, then B was given to this guy, and the number C was given to this guy over here. What are another two-digit prime number? So I know it starts at 11. All right, the next number, it goes up to 31, by the way, but there's not a lot of numbers here. They had a conversation, though, and it says that the person that was given A said, if you add your numbers, we precisely get today's date. So what does that mean? It means B plus C is today's date. Okay? Then let's talk about this B number here. All right? It says, this guy says if you add your numbers together, that's going to be A and C then. If you add your numbers together, we get my birthday. This is a birthday. Which was before today. That means it's less than B plus C. Well, let's keep reading it. This is C then, Carlotta. If you add your numbers together, that means A and B. We get my birthday. This is another birthday. This month, of course, which is after today. What does that mean? It's greater than B plus C. All right, now let's just talk about what, the A, B, and C. They're two-digit numbers. And it looks like when I'm adding them together, I'm getting numbers between, the dates of the month between 1 and 31. Of course, we're starting at 11. What's next, number 13? Now, if you add those two numbers together, you definitely get a number that's less than 31. Let's go to the next number. What's next number going to be? Let's see. 13, 14 is out of the question. 15, 16, 17. By the way, I could still add two numbers together and still get a number less than 31. For example, 17 and 13 is 30. 17 and 11 is going to be 28. All right, let's go to the next number. Let's see, 18, 19. Is 19 possible? It is, because I could take 19 and 11, and 19 and 11 would give you 30. I could also take 17 and 13 together and get 30, all right? But this is where it stops, and the reason for that, once I hit 23, that's going to be a problem for me, right? Because 23 plus any of those numbers would exceed 31, right? So I'm going to get rid of this thing over here. Now what I'm going to do is write down what the possible sums are going to be. The least it could be is 22. And the reason for that, there could be two 11s here, right? So I'm going to say the least it could be is 22. And the most it could be would be what? Well, looking at this thing, 19 and 11 is 30, 17 and 13 is 30, so the most it could be is 30 now. So I know I have numbers between 22 and 30 as far as sums go, right? But what I'm going to do is write down these sums in order. And the first thing I notice is I'll write this over here. B plus C is less than A plus B, right? I got that right over here. What else do I know? A plus C is less than B plus C. I'll put this over here. Now looking at it, there's a couple of things I could say that that these numbers here have to be between 30, they could be equal to it, by the way, and 22, all right? Now, some things I can look at this thing, I can clearly look at this thing and just look at some properties over here. If I subtract C away from the first thing over here, I get A is less than B. And then if I look at these two over here, subtract B from both sides, I would get A is greater than C. All right, this is important information, by the way. Now, if A is greater than C, I got an ordering of this thing over here. I got C is the smallest number, and B is the largest number. Now, someone says, I wonder what their question is. Their question is, what's C? I have to think about it. And I'm looking at this thing over here, and C's going to be the smallest number here. So I really got to, steer towards the bottom of the list, like 11 and 13. And like if I put 13 down as the smallest number, I'd have to put this down now. 13, 17, and 19. If I said 13 is the smallest number, by the way. But looking at this thing, I know something about this over here, that the A plus B, that's going to be way too much, by the way. It's going to be out of the range of numbers. So this is not possible. So what I want to do is I want to take another set. I'm going to say 11. And then up from that 13. And then 17. And again, this is C. This is A. And this is B. All right? So, certainly this is possible, right? 13 plus 17. That's the A plus B, by the way. That's a number that's 30. That's reasonable. What are the things like the B plus C? That's reasonable. It's 28. And then the, let's see if they got C plus A. Yeah, C plus A is possible too. They're all good. So what's C going to be? C will be 11. Thank you.